All right. Good evening, good people. I'm pleased. My name is Deborah Watts, co-founder of the Emmett Till Legacy Foundation, and just pleased that we are kicking off the weekend, the 65th anniversary of remembering Emmett Till and having an opportunity to just reflect and communicate our needs, our desires, our demands, and then remembering in life, his death, unfortunate death, and the incredible legacy that he has left for all of us. So this is a meet and greet that we would have had in person had not the weather and COVID been upon us. So I just want to start off. I'm just introducing myself, and then also asking those that are on with us to introduce yourself and just maybe make a connection on why you're a part of the Emmett Till Legacy Foundation host committee, ambassador, whatever title you want to give yourself. But I'll tell you, all the people on here have been awesome in terms of just the hearts, the minds that they have, their responsiveness. And I just appreciate you all and just very grateful. And just if I could give you a COVID hug, I would do it right now, but I'll blow this. So could we start off with Dr. J? Please introduce yourself and tell us who you are, how you're connected.
Hello, everyone. Again, my name is Adelia, Dr. J. Carthen. I am a cousin of Emmett Till, and for the last maybe 5 years, I have been hosting an Emmett Till scholarship banquet where we award scholarships not only to young people, but to people in the community who do things to remember Emmett Till and others who lost their lives just because of the color of their skin. So it is very important that we come together this weekend and remember Emmett Till. His death galvanized the civil rights movement. And it's some young people watching that may not know the story.
That's right. Thank you, Dr. J. Let's go to Keith Beauchamp because he was one of the key filmmakers and a person that's been involved and has been, just playing an instrument. I'm not or his star from it, but allow him to introduce himself and tell us who you are, Keith, and your connection as well.
Okay, my name is Keith Beauchamp. I'm sorry. Greetings, everyone. Good to see you. My name is Keith Beauchamp. I am, I guess, an unintentional filmmaker. I'm also the director of the untold story of Emmett Lewis Till that prompted the Justice Department to reopen the case nearly 50 years later. I'm very known for my civil rights work, not just in the South, but in particular in the Delta of Mississippi and throughout, well, I should say throughout Mississippi. And so Mississippi is my second home. One of the greatest blessings in my life was that I was able to work closely with the late Mrs. Mamie Till Mobley, Emmett Till's mother. We worked together for 9 years until she unfortunately passed away. I was sort of her foot soldier in a sense, and fighting for justice, of course, for Emmett Till. That was nearly 27 years ago, 28 years ago when we first met. It's been my ongoing fight until now. I recall I was in my early 20s, like 23 years old, I guess, at the time. I'm 49 years old now. I say that because if not for the murder of Emmett Lewis Till and the legacy of Emmett Till's mother, there would not be a Keith Beauchamp filmmaker today.
Wow.
And so I owe this family a lot. And so, I'm just here to continue to support the family with everything. And of course, I'm glad to be a part of the Emmett Till Legacy Foundation as ambassador. And, I'm just going to continue to pursue justice in this case. And so thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Let's see who's next. Let's go to a family member that joined us that I think uh, uh, with the time zone change, uh, Toni, is that Toni Johnson?
It's me.
Introduce yourself, Toni, and just,
Oh my goodness.
this is our meet and greet. We would be doing this in person, but we probably have a little something, to or some eat. But we're not doing it. We're doing it virtually. So thanks for coming and tell us who you are and you're connected, and that would be
Hi,
wonderful.
well, hi.
Thank
This will
you.
be really brief. Thanks for having me. I am Toni Johnson, Deborah Watts's daughter, board member of the Emmett Till Legacy Foundation here out of Atlanta, Georgia. Just being a part of the Emmett Till Legacy Foundation with my mom, just working through being that support system for her as she continues that fight for justice for Emmett Till. It's just been an honor and a blessing just to be right next to her as she's continuing this fight for all of these years. So I just wanted to hop in and just say hello to everyone. Sorry that I look kind of crazy, but it's just a blessing to be here and to be a part of something. I don't want to say that's great, but it's history. And it's unfortunately repeating itself in different ways and different manners, but justice, I hope, will prevail. And and that's what we're here to seek for. And I'm just here to be supportive and on the board of the Emmett Till Legacy Foundation. So thank you.
Thanks, Toni. Thank you. Thanks for coming. I know you have a lot going on. Everybody does. So
Yes.
it's crazy. I appreciate everybody being here.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go with DeKeither Stamps. I know we have a couple of other ambassadors trying to get in. I'm not sure what the limit is. Dr. J. There are other people trying to get in, I believe. Stamps, Councilman Stamps. I'm sorry. Councilman Stamps.
Hello, can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Well, hello everyone. Again, thank you for allowing me to even participate. I'm not a family member, but I am a friend of the work. Without the life and legacy of Emmett Till, our quality of life would not be what it is today. And in the pursuit of justice, I'm all in for it. I had known the story of Emmett Till and his impact on the world, but it wasn't until about 10 years ago where I started meeting family members that really deepened that story and really deepened it to me and really understanding it from a personal level. And then when I started getting involved into the activities that happened every year, really adding a lot of richness to my life. And I just appreciate keeping the legacy going and pledge to continue to support in every way that I can to be a part of this process. I love the fact that we can all be a part of something greater than ourselves, and I just appreciate allowing us to be a part of this very special place that you have created to bring remembrance to the legacy of Emmett Till.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all your support as well, because we could not have made this weekend happen without you and Dr. J. So I just want you all to know that, a lot of us have different skills, and we're using those this weekend, and it's evident. And I'll tell you, they say Black people have some magic. This is Black magic happening. I'll tell you, and I'll be probably writing a book about this later, but I just want to say that it's that the teamwork makes the dream work. And that's exactly what you're witnessing. So I appreciate you, Councilman Stamps, being on the city council as well and doing some wonderful work for your community. And then moving forward, you're Why don't you tell us what you're trying to engage in next?
Well, thank you. I'm a candidate for House of Representatives, District 66 here in Hinds County. There's special elections on September 22nd. So please keep us in your prayers as we go through this process and hopefully ascend to the House of Representatives for the state of Mississippi.
All right. Thank you again. Okay. I think we have Dr. Eurydice Stanley, whose daughter was a star this evening. So, but she's also been you tell him. You tell him. Dr. Stanley? Can't hear you.
You was muted.
Oh, you have me muted.
Yes.
Okay. I'm unmuted now. Great. Good evening, everyone. My name is Eurydice Stanley, and I had the pleasure of hosting Mrs. Watts with our youth council and really getting children to understand the importance of knowing what happened to Emmett Till and the importance of knowing their history. You know, when I work with youth, I try to make sure that they know their history. I'm co-author of The Worst First Day, Bullied While Desegregating Central High with Elizabeth Eckford of the Little Rock Nine. And she, in particular, said that she thought of Emmett Till when she was surrounded by that crowd. All she could see was Emmett Till bludgeoned from the pictures that she saw in Jet magazine. And she was afraid for her life because they were saying, get a rope. They were saying, string her up. They were surrounding her. So we wrote about that and her perspective and about what happened to Emmett Till in our book, because it's very important that children know today, because those same themes still reside here now. And so it's important. I commend you for everything that you do, and just ask that you stay vigilant, because what you're doing makes a difference. Thank you so much for letting us participate with you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And thanks to Grace, your daughter, who helped moderate a panel earlier. Hear My Voice, Are You Listening? Because young people's voices are really necessary. They were necessary back in 1955 at the start of the Civil Rights Movement. And as we know, they're still making a difference, and they got boots on the ground now. Unfortunately, it's necessary, but that's where we are today. So I appreciate her and all the panelists. And I know we've had some other young people participate. We invited other family members also. It's late, and it's storming in many parts of the South. But we just wanted to take this, just small time out of everybody's busy schedule to at least embrace each other in this new technology way. But then also I wanted to just thank you all too for being a part of who we've been, who we are, and hopefully where we're going in the future. So you each have done something significant in your own right. And for us to come together, it's a blessing. I'm very grateful. And I just hope we can continue forward. God bless you all. I don't know if we have, I know Deborah Hill, one of the attorneys, was trying to get in, and I'm not sure.
Her photo, her picture is not up. We can definitely add.
Oh, okay.
She's in, but we just can't.
Yeah, let's.
Hello?
Oh, we can't see her. Okay, can you hear us? Attorney Hill?
You. Can you hear me?
We can.
Oh, okay. I didn't
Yes,
know.
why don't you introduce?
Weird. This is new for me, this particular type of communication. Thank you, Deborah, for inviting me on.
Yes,
and
yes.
Hello to all of the family members, all the staunch supporters of this cause. to get justice for Emmett Till in memory of Mamie and Simeon and all of the family members and all of our people who are struggling today for freedom. It's so exciting to be a part. It's so inspiring to be on the right side of history and to stand with you as we continue to press for justice for Emmett and all the Emmets that we know and have known of in our lifetime and beyond. So just thank you so much for doing this. And I look forward to many other opportunities to work with you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And you've done a tremendous job already by having the opportunity to represent Simeon Wright, who's no longer with us. And this is also in honor of those that are no longer with us, like Mamie and Simeon and many others that have, have, I guess, experienced so much. And I feel we have a responsibility to just carry on and carry forward. So with the spirit in which, we stand on the shoulders of monsters, we're moving forward. I think they'd be very proud that we're coming together in solidarity, if you will. And I think it's awesome. Very awesome. Okay, I just got a big face there. But and Dr. J, I don't know if anybody else is trying to get in, but it's late, and we have had a really full day with a full day tomorrow with starting out with, wearing our black and white. I like to ask everybody to do that. Wear your black and white in silent protest against racism, the violence, police brutality, and hatred that is still permeating in our country. At noon, have a moment of silence. Say the names of those stolen lives, those that have had their lives stolen. If you don't mind, just joining us in doing that, like Breonna Taylor, we see, like Philando Castile, Mike Brown, Trayvon Martin, George Floyd, Sandra Bland, and so many others that, we're standing on their shoulders. Trayvon, Jordan Davis, Oscar Grant. But, help us, and that's too many. I mean, that saddens me just to see those wonderful kids and that we're standing in the gap for them. I'm hoping, that we can move some policy forward, some reforms forward, and some hearts and minds. Somebody said it's difficult to move hearts and minds, but I think if we keep doing what we're doing, exercising our voice and giving those young people an opportunity to just kind of stand into that, letting them do their thing, I think, we'll make a difference in the world. So this is awesome. This is awesome. Anybody have anything else to say or closing words? Oh, in terms of tomorrow, I think I stopped at the moment of silence. We have a full day. We have a luncheon that's hosted by Councilman Stokes. I keep saying Stamps with Stokes at Piccadilly in Mississippi. If you happen to be in Mississippi, go to the Piccadilly. I don't have the address here, but it's at the Jackson Medical Mall area from 12 to 2. And then there's other events going on. March on Washington is going on. I believe they start marching around noon. There's also, there's also a group of mothers that are going to be on the side of the stage in DC, and they're going to be marching to the Department of Justice. The other folks are marching to Martin Luther King's statue, but these mothers who we're standing in solidarity with, they're not opposing what's happening, but they have some demands, and they're taking those to the Department of Justice tomorrow. And then we have a panel discussion that's going to take place, candlelight vigil at 6:00, and then a panel discussion that's going to take place. But check out the Facebook page. Everything's listed there. It's also on Eventbrite. But the panel discussion is going to feature the untold story of Emmett Lewis Till, and we are privileged to have Keith Beauchamp, the filmmaker, with us tonight. And he'll have a chance to answer any questions you might have. And then we have Ray Matoyer, filmmaker. We have John Beasley, who's an actor, who's going to moderate the panel with just one question. And that is, will there ever be justice for Emmett Till? We also will have Deborah Hill, who just spoke on with us, and several others. Congressman Benny Thompson has confirmed as well, so he'll be bringing some words, along with Janice McDonald, who's with the Cold Case Justice Initiative, and many others. So if I missed your name, please, just accept my apologies. Marquise Hunt, who's also one of our ambassadors, has been added to that conversation. He's a young man who has a lot to say, and I think a lot of perspective that'll be helpful as well. So just join us tomorrow, and then on Sunday we'll join in solidarity wearing white as a way to come together around, it doesn't necessarily represent pureness or anything like that, just a color that I think is a reflection, like black is a reflection of everything and white reflects things too. So we're hoping that we have a reflection and a opportunity to have an impression on the nation so they can bring justice to Emmett, that people will sign the petition that we have. You can text Emmett, EMMETT, and you text 243-725. You'll see the petition, you'll see the demands, and more importantly, you'll know that we're asking for the Department of Justice, their support, but we're asking for the DA in Mississippi, Dwayne Richardson, and then also the Attorney General, Lynn Fitch, to file charges against Carolyn Bryant, murder charges. And so we're making that demand, we're stepping out there, we're echoing the voices of others who have been making those demands, and we're joining in solidarity with them and trying to push that forward. Our family is behind it, and we have Thelma Edwards, who's going to join us tomorrow on the panel as well, but she's the oldest living relative of Emmett Till, and she's Mose Wright's daughter. So you're in for a treat, a historical treat, a moment. It'll be emotional as well to talk about this, but it's also, I think, a way forward. So I appreciate everyone that's going to be a part of the panel, these virtual spaces, and then also joining us in solidarity with Black and White, Moment of Silence, and at the other venues that we're going to have for the 55th anniversary commemorating the life and death of Emmett Lewis Till and the rise of his and his mother's undeniable and indeniable, I should say, legacy. They've left one for us. So I appreciate everyone that's been here and listening, being a part of it. Thank you.
Deborah, give that text information again.
Yes, you text Emmett, but the number you text, I'm sorry, is 243-725. That's right, isn't it, Keith? Is that correct, Keith? Yeah, 243-725. That's it. Demanding justice for Emmett Till. We're still on that 65-year journey. Mamie fought 47 years, right, Keith? So we got to do our part. Okay. That concludes our meet and greet, unless anybody else has anything to say. I think that's it. Thank you, Dr. J. Thank you.
That's it.
All right. Thank you. See you all. Take care. God bless.
God bless.